Hey everyone, this is Anita. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my mid-year book freakout tag. I understand that this is very late to do this tag, but I loved this tag so much I decided to do it anyway. I'm not sure who started this tag, but the first video I watched was by Angela from Literature Science Alliance. I'll link her video in the description below. Question 1. Best book you have read so far in 2021? That is Guns of the Dawn by Adrian Tchaikovsky. Everything in this book worked well for me. Plot, setting, characters, prose, and the best part of this book is the ending. This book is around 650 pages and I read it in 3 days, which is a big deal for me. Question 2. Best sequel you have read so far in 2021? I almost picked A Betrayal in Winter, but I read that book in July. Though this video is late, I'll stick to the books I have read till June. So I'll go with Crooked Kingdom by Leah Bardugo. I like stories where characters outwit one another. Crooked Kingdom has a lot of scheming and I love the rapport and banter between characters. Crooked Kingdom is beautiful, funny and heartbreaking at the same time. Also, Six of Crows duology is the first series I picked up after finding BookCube, so this is always going to be special for me. Question 3. New release you haven't read yet but want to? I haven't read any books released this year, but I'll go with The Counselor by E.J. Beaton. I heard this book for the first time in one of the videos of Claus from the Contradictorian. I looked at the premise in Goodreads and I'm sold. I know that I'm going to love this book. Question 4. Most anticipated release for the second half of the year. I generally don't pick up unfinished series, so I don't have any anticipated series, but I want to complete Greenbone Saga series by the end of 2021. I'm planning to read Jade City in October and Jade War in November, so I'm looking forward to the release of Jade Legacy. Question 5. Biggest disappointment? That would be Shadow of What Was Lost. I didn't like the writing. I did not care for characters. I really struggled to finish this book. But the plot got interesting at the end of the book, so I may pick up the sequels, but not soon. Question 6. Biggest surprise? That would be A Shadow in Summer by Daniel Abraham. This book wasn't on my TBR. I wasn't planning on reading this. When Pete from Ponderings of Pete announced Buddy Read in June, I picked it up on a whim. Since it's only around 300 pages, it completely took me by surprise. It has unique magic system and excellent character work. I already finished book 2 and book 3 and I'm looking forward to book 4. This is going to be one of my favorite series. Question 7. Favorite new author? Without a doubt, it's Adrian Tchaikovsky. I love the way he approached the story. Guns of the Dawn tagline is, "The first casualty is always the truth." That's very true. I love the way he talked about propaganda the empire used to gather support from people, and I love the way he talked about the consequences of war. And the characters in the book are not larger than life characters. They develop along with the story. I really enjoyed that. If you're on the fence about reading Adrian Tchaikovsky, please pick it up. You will enjoy it. Question 8. Newest fictional crush? Unfortunately, most of the characters in fantasy are either too young or too old, so I don't have any fictional crushes. Question 9. Newest favorite character? That is Ota from A Shadow in Summer. I love characters who stand up to authority for what they believe in, who make tough choices for what is right. By the end of prologue in this book, I knew Ota is going to be my favorite character. Question 10. Book that made you cry? I cry in every book. I have active imagination. I feel emotional when some bad things happen to characters. I cried in A Shadow in Summer, but I am going to choose a book where I cried entire time. That is Miracle Creek by Angie Kim. This book follows a group of people who undergoes this experimental medical treatment. One day that medical treatment device explodes and 2 people die. So we follow the trial of that. Until the end of the book, we don't know who caused that explosion, whether it is mother of the victim or owners for insurance money or the protesters who doesn't believe in this treatment. This book going to the depth of those characters involved. Three of the patients who goes through this treatment are autistic children. So we look at the struggles mothers face taking these kids to different treatments very closely. That is very heartbreaking. But the best part of this book are courtroom dramas. I think author was a prosecutor. If you like courtroom dramas, please pick this up. Question 11. Book that made you happy. That would be The House in the Cerulean Sea. I love all the kids in this book. Every interaction with the kid either made me happy or warmed my heart. Especially Lucy and Talia. I laughed at every dialogue of them. This book is about unconditional love, trust, and loyalty. How these kids are protective of one another. It warms our heart. Question 12. Favorite book to film adaptation you saw this year? I haven't watched any adaptation this year, so I'll mention the adaptation I like in general. In another video, I mentioned Stardust, so I'll go with book 2 in the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I love that movie a lot. After watching the movie, I went and read the entire series. Question 13. Favorite video you have done so far in this year? This is only my third video. My favorite video was my first video. I answered questions asked by my friend. I enjoyed filming that video a lot. Question 14. Most beautiful book you have bought so far this year or received? Most beautiful books I have is my Six of Crows duology. I love the sprayed edges. I also love the illustrations of these characters. And I also like these chapter headers based on the POV of the chapter. And I like this Night Circus cover, the color contrast and the clock. I think this cover captures the whimsical nature of this book. Question 15. What books do you need to read by the end of this year? I'm hoping to finish Mistborn and Strange the Dreamer series by the end of this year. I committed to so many unplanned buddy reads. I'm not sure if I can finish, but I didn't plan them in my 2022 TBR. I hope that I get to read them. That's all for this video. Please let me know in comments what you want to read by the end of this year. Please like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.